Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Dazza, and today I have my very first what the, I'm losing the plot. Tom Segura video for you, and there's a reason why I've chosen to do this one today. A couple of weeks ago in work, someone said to me, "Have you watched a Netflix program called Bad Thoughts?" And I was like, "No, I've not heard of it." And he was like, "You like comedy, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, I like to laugh." Yes. He's like, "Watch it. You'll enjoy it." And then the the first episode was like the first sketch in the first video was about a sniper that only has two rules: no women and no children, and he ends up shooting the. Anyway, I won't get into it. And then the second one, it was it was. I want to do the sketch on here, so I don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, it was funny as hell. I don't know if they'll allow it on here because obviously it's a Netflix show, but he had me in stitches. If you haven't watched it, go and watch Bad Thoughts. Depending on what kind of comedy you like, if you like very dark below the belt comedy, then it will be the show for you. And it's if you want to get an idea of what kind of comedy I like, then go and watch that. And yeah, it's one of these ones that I watched it and then I went to the missus with the iPad. I was like, look at that. And I put it straight in front of her. And she was like, what are you making me watch? So, yeah. So, and then I found out that he was a stand up comedian as well. So I wanted to see what he's like on stand up. So that's what we're doing now. I want to explore more stand up comedians on the channel that I've not done in the past. I want to find some comedians that are going to make me laugh out loud, and like I've got the belly for laughing out loud now as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if there's any other comedians you want me to do. But until then, enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel like we are all connected. So there's a possibility that you are also related to my profoundly stupid cousin, Brian. I'll tell you about my cousin. My cousin, he likes to call himself an inventor, which would be really cool, except he is not. He just likes to come up with ideas for stuff that would be really cool and has no idea how to make it. Like, that's just an asshole, you know what I mean? But he insists on using the word invention. Like, he'll be like, oh, did I tell you about my new invention? No, what is it? It's a cell phone that drives your car. Whoa, how does that work? You just press a button on the phone. Yeah, dick, but how do you get the phone to do that? Well, you just program the phone. With what? With fairy dust? And then he gets mad at me. He'll be like, fuck you. You don't like my invention. No, I love your invention. I also love sliding down a rainbow into a pot of gold. It's not possible, man. So I told him I have an invention. It's a toilet that sends emails and makes turkey sandwiches. And his answer, I swear to God, when I told him that was, that's a fucking awesome invention. No, it's not. It's not real, man. Do you understand how fucking stupid he is? Are you wrapping your head around this right? He actually seriously thinks that he could go to a software engineer and be like, hey, how about a phone that drives the car for you? And that they would be like, what the, holy, you just invented that, man. That's crazy. Do you have any more? He's like, yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. You want to hear another one? Like, yeah.
Do you know what the funny thing is though? The way my brain works is that I'll be sitting there and I could be really intent doing work and focusing and things like that, and I come up with random shit like this all the time, like this random crap in my brain that, like, if I combine this and this, I can make this, and it would work like this, but I ain't got time for that. And then it just goes, and I carry on with my work, and like nothing will ever follow up. And then I sit there and think about it. It's like, what a stupid idea that was.
Yeah. What about a shoe that's a fucking plane? Get the fuck out of here. Like, write them down, write them down. I got a lot of them. Like, he's fucking, yeah, I'm a genius. I know. He's also one of these assholes, like if we go out to eat and I order first, and I go like, yeah, let me get the teriyaki chicken. He'll be like, oh man, that's what I was gonna get. You still can. Because we're at a restaurant. I didn't order the last one. Yeah, but then we'll both be eating the same thing. You know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. Because I'm eating it, and then you're eating it. It's weird. No, you're fucking weird. I'm eating it, and then you're eating it. It's not weird. It's weird if I go, I'm gonna propose to Christy, and then you go, I'm gonna propose to Christy too. That's fucking weird. Then we have to have a conversation. Like, what are we gonna eat at the wedding? Here's how I can tell that I'm getting older. I'm confusing words that I never confused before. Like, it'd be one thing if you're like, oh, I've always had trouble with these words. These are words I've never had trouble with, and now I do. And the two that I'm confusing the most are conscious and conscience. And I'll even pause now before I say them, and then I'll fuck it up. Like, I'll be like, I don't want to do that. I'm kind of self-Congress about that. But luckily, I have a wife, and she will correct me, but in a code. Like, you wouldn't know that she's correcting me, but if I misspeak like that, my wife will turn to me, and she'll go, are you fucking retarded? And I'll be like, oh, yeah. Thank you. We're a team.
So when it comes to comedians, like I said, that like for me, I like comedians that I can relate to, and then my wife's called me retarded on more than one occasion. So
People ask me all the time, Tom, what is the key to your marriage? Simple, I say, intimidation and fear. My wife is Kim Jong-il, and I am the people of North Korea. Every day, there are a series of interrogations leading to a looming execution. Okay? I have a very question-oriented household. Like, my house is based, she's like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why don't you come over here? Why don't you go over there? Why don't you put that up? Why don't you take that down? Why is that open? Why don't you close that? Why are you eating that? Why don't you put it away? Why don't you drag it over here? Why don't you cut it up? Why don't you take it outside? Why don't you bring it back in? Why are you eating that? Why are you texting? Who are you texting? Who the fuck is Amanda? Thank you guys, you're a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest.
I quite enjoyed that. I won't lie to it. That I said in one of my videos, I like high octane comedy. I like people that, like, for example, they get lad. They're relatable because they talk about a lot of things that I can relate to in my own life. But yeah, they're lad. Like Lee Evans or Kevin Hart can be lad. I remember like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor can be quite lad in that as well. So yeah, so coming in, like when he first started his set, like he hasn't got that high octaneness about him. He's very quiet and calm and things like that. So I was wondering if I would enjoy it as much. But yeah, that it's relatable comedy to me, and that's what I enjoy, and that was funny. That, as I said, I think going into this, it was probably the case that because I've seen him in that Bad Thoughts program, that I expected it to be funny anyway. But what you do in a show and what you do on stage are two different things, and I've seen that from quite a few people. But yeah, I did enjoy this one. I have to look for more Tom Segura now to react to more of him on the channel. So that's where you guys come in. If there's any of his stand-up that you want me to react to, please do let me know in the comments down below, and I will definitely get round to reacting to them. But yeah, until then, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And until next time, thank you for watching.